DC Geeks, how's it going? For today, on the review table, we have the DC Direct Crisis on Infinite Earth's Battle Armor Lex Luthor figure. I've already got one of these, but mine's a little bit beat up on account of my oldest son, when he was really young, got a hold of it and bashed it off a bunch of stuff, and now it's all nasty looking, so I bought another one. And I wanted to open it for you on this channel, so let's get into it. I always like the packaging of these figures because they came in like a rounded bubble, which I thought was really neat looking and stylish. On the back, we can see the other figures in this wave are Brainiac, the Flash, Superman, and the Anti-Monitor. I don't have the Anti-Monitor because I have the DC Universe Classics one. I have the Superman and the Flash, and I have the DC Superheroes Brainiac. I just felt like it was superior to that one, so I never did pick up this Brainiac. Honestly though, guys, this was the first Lex Luthor that I knew. In the 80s, I was introduced to Lex Luthor through this Battle Armor Lex Luthor. And as far as I know, this is the Battle Armor that really started it all. It's the Battle Armor that all the other Battle Armors are and were based off of after this one. Alright, the time for talking is over. Now it's time to rip it open. Let's just grab the corner and... And there we have it. Here's what we got. And here he is, DC Geeks, the quintessential Lex Luthor action figure representing the Luthor of the 1980s. And man, he is sweet. Coming in for a closer look at all the details of this figure, DC Direct really outdid themselves with this one. I don't think that any Lex Luthor figure in any battle armor even comes close to the quality and the look of this figure. It's perfect in every single way as far as I'm concerned. I can't think of anything about this figure that I could nitpick about it and think that they could have done better. Just doing a quick look at the articulation you get with this Lex Luthor figure, I'm not going to lie, there's not a whole lot. The wrists go around 360 degrees. The shoulders have articulation at the elbow that is a ball joint, but it doesn't go that far forward because the armor actually does hinder how far forward this can move. Both arms like that. The elbows are single jointed, so they can do about that. And then the groin itself is also on a hinge swivel, so it can go forward and out and all around. And that's actually quite a lot of articulation, considering he's wearing that big green skirt thing. The knees have articulation, and they can go for about that. And that's really it. Oh, and top of the boot. Don't let me forget, top of the boot articulation. So he can move his feet, you know, he can stand around like that if he really wants to. I'm not sure why I would, though. Who are you to tell Mr. Luthor how he can and can't stand? I'll stand this way just because you told me not to. So there. Phooey. Now, showcased here right with Lex Luthor, I want to show you all the different versions of power armor that were inspired by this version of Lex's armor. We have the DC Icons Forever Evil version that he wore during the Forever Evil storyline. Then we have the ginormous power armor that he wore earlier on in the New 52. To the right, we have the DC Universe Classics, which clearly was inspired by this armor, the color scheme and everything. And then also we have the Superpowers Collection Lex Luthor, which was actually the first Lex Luthor figure to brandish this power armor. Clearly though, this power armor itself, this version of this power armor, has had a major effect on the Lex Luthor mythos over the years. Here I've got Mr. Luthor standing next to the DC Direct basic release of Superman, the one with 21 points of articulation that you don't dare move when you get him out of the package, otherwise they get all loose and wibbly and you can't properly stand him up again. And here we see him posed alongside a DC Universe Classic scale size Superman figure. Yes, it's a new head and a new cape, and that one wasn't technically released, but the actual body size is typical Superman male size DC-UC buck. And you can see he would actually look reasonable if you swapped him out for the DC Universe Classics Luthor and put him in there. It wouldn't look that terrible. Anyways, I always find myself incredibly impressed with this figure when I come to look upon it and gaze upon its lovely lime green glory, because it's just, to me, a shining example of all the good things that DC Direct could have been all the time that they so consistently missed the ball with, but occasionally got right. I unapologetically give this figure a solid 10 out of 10 and feel like if you don't own this figure and you did pick him up off of eBay or Amazon for a reasonable price, you'd be immediately impressed with what you opened up, because this is an amazing Lex Luthor action figure. Absolutely. Anyhow, friends, we've reached that sad time in the video where it's come to the end, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. I really do appreciate you taking the time to do so. If you liked it, please leave a like on it, leave any comments you have down in the comment section below. And if you think you'd like to see more of my kind of content show up in your inbox and you're new here, well, just hit the red subscribe button, ding the bell, and you'll never miss a video. And I'll see you with the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day. Take care.